Guys, Saturday was a very sad day at on Backyard Farms, guys. My starfruit tree, my beloved prized starfruit tree that was bearing for the first time and was laid into the ground. It has split in two, guys. The entire main trunk split, and all the branches with all the dozens and dozens of massive starfruit are split from the main trunk. So I read online and it says when that happens, you have to cut the entire branch off and just, start over. There are two branches that are on the tree, but they have no blossoms. Those two small branches have no blossoms and no fruit. This is all of my fruit, guys, dozens of fruit. So, but I am not willing to do that. So I'm going to call my husband outside and we're going to try and get this tree up and see what we can do. So guys, the first thing we did was we put this pole in. We put the pole back in the ground, and where it actually split, I used duct tape, guys. Yes, it sounds desperate, but hey, I'm willing to try anything to save this tree. I used duct tape. I made sure the cambium layer was touching, and the good thing is it split in two, but this side still had the cambium layer attached. If it was a complete split, of course I could not save it, but because this side still had cambium layer, and cambium layer is what actually keeps the tree alive, brings the nutrients from the ground into the tree and back and forth. It's like a highway. So guys, the cambium layer is still here, so I just put the tree back together like this, and then we used a cloth so we don't damage the tree, because you don't want this cutting into the tree. So we use a cloth and we just wrapped it tightly, securing the tree to the rod, and we did it in two spots, lower here and then more upper here. And I removed, really I should remove all the fruit, but guys, I just don't have I just can't do it. I can't do it. I removed probably a good amount of the fruit, but I still have quite a few fruits here. I'm gonna let those continue to ripen on the tree. The right thing to do would be to remove the tree, to remove the stress. You don't want the tree focusing on the fruit right now. You want to focus on the healing process. I will deal with the consequences if that doesn't work. So what I'm also going to do, guys, you see all of these multiple limbs here. This, I just didn't have a chance, or didn't have the nerve to cut them while they were fruiting. But what I'm going to do is take some cuttings of some of these extra limbs. I'm going to remove some of these limbs. That will reduce the work that the tree has to do to keep the leaves up and keep the fruit up. Also, what I'm going to do with these two tall branches that are tall up in the air, that have not, they were not damaged, and they have never fruited. They don't have any, well, I say never, it's only been a year, but they haven't fruited and they haven't flowered. But they're just going straight up. What I'm going to do is cut them, so that way I can use the terminal, I can use the top part to root. I'm going to root additional starfruit tree, and I'll make those available. And also what cutting them will do is force them to create some side shoots. So wonderful. So now I'll have side shoots from these two, so I'll have more starfruit. So guys, you can't give up when something happens. You just have to take the lemons and make lemonade. And I'm going to be making some starfruit lemonade with all these starfruit. Let me show you what's left on the tree. So see, from this angle, still have quite a bit of starfruit on here, even though I picked probably 30. I picked more than half of the starfruit, so that will give it a good break. And guys, I have to tell you that it's now Monday, so it's 2 days since my husband and I did this MacGyver move where we glued it up and we patched it up. And guys, look at my starfruit tree. Hold on, let me back up. Guys, look at my starfruit tree. Look at how healthy the leaves are. Everything looks good. Blossoms are still on it. It does not look like it's really affected. By now, I would think that the leaves would have started dropping, and they may still drop, I don't know. But no, I'm not saying that. Nope, the leaves are not going to drop. I am going to, however, eat from the tree, continue eating from the tree, sharing from the tree, so I can lighten up the fruit. And, you know, God willing, all these other branches are going to come up. And of course, as I said, I'm going to take some of these extra branches that you see, all those extra branches. I'm going to remove it so that there's one main branch coming up, and so that this doesn't happen again. All right, guys, let me go ahead and cut these two so you can see what it's going to look like after. And there it is. After I cut it, you can see now it's significantly shorter, and I'll use those extra branches that I cut off and try and do some cuttings off that. Now these two will create side shoots from, because I cut it. It's going to have side shoots, so there'll be more star fruit on lower branches that I can easily reach. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this encouraged you, you know, not to give up if something happens in your garden, guys. Google it, look at YouTube videos, or just jump in and try something, guys. I'm hoping that this works. I'm praying that this works. You know, it's been 2 days since me and my husband, we saw it, we took care of it right away. We didn't wait. Took care of it right away. And, you know, I'm praying that this heals up. This has happened with a cherry tree, a Barbados cherry tree, and my mom taped it up, and that tree bore for many, many years after that. So I'm hoping the same will happen with this star fruit. All right, guys, hope you enjoy this video. Till next time, bye now.